Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my channel Revealing Concepts. In today's class, we are going to solve problems based on the concept of linear dependence and independence. The basics of linear dependence and independence and some of the proofs or some postulates were being told in the previous video. So if you haven't watched that video, I request you all to go to my channel. Under that, we have a playlist of linear algebra. So you have to just look out for the last posted video, which is of linear dependence and independence. There you will get a general idea as to what the concept of linear dependence and independence is, so that you would be able to understand what is going on in today's video. So here we are going to solve 4 problems. These are of similar nature, but these are very basic problems of these concepts, which would give you an overall understanding कि actually linear dependency या independency होती क्या है. So the first question over here says that let V be a vector space of functions. So that vector space would consist of vectors which would be functions from R to R. Show that you have 3 functions in this vector space and you have to show that these 3 functions f, g, h, which have been defined in this manner, are linearly independent. So if we are supposed to show that these functions are linearly independent, it means that the ultimate thing that we have to show is कि जो linear combination में हम लोग scalars use करते हैं हर function के साथ में, those scalars should turn out to be 0. If they are not turning out to be 0, here in this case, since they have asked you to show, it means कि somehow you have to bring them equal to 0. But let's say कि you have a question जहाँ पे you have to find out whether the given set of functions is linearly independent or not, the vector space is linearly independent or not. And in that case, if somewhere down the line while you're solving, if you get the scalars non-zero, तो फिर आप conclude कर सकते हो कि वो linearly dependent है. But यहाँ पे the question is asking us to show that the vector space is linearly independent. In that case, it is necessary to show कि जो scalars हम लोग लेते हैं corresponding to each function should turn out to be equal to 0. So how you're going to do that? Let us first consider or write down the 3 functions that are given to us. So this is the solution for problem number 1. We know that f of t is an exponential function of the type e raised to 2t. Similarly, we have g of t equals to t square and h of t is equal to t. Now, we have to show कि ये जो functions है ये linearly independent है, मतलब we need to consider the linear combination. Consider A, B and C belonging to the real number set such that A into F plus B into G plus C into H is equal to 0. Now if this condition holds और इसको solve करके अगर हमें A, B and C की value 0 मिलती है, then our work is done. अगर आपको नहीं मिलती, it means you are going wrong somewhere. So now first of all, let us put the values of F, G and T, which is A into e raised to 2t plus B into t square plus C into t equals to 0. Now we are going to take different values of t and we are going to see कि A, B, C के values क्या आते हैं. So first we are going to take let, or we could say take t equals to 0. When we take t as 0, the resultant equation, the equation 1 that we get is A into e raised to 0 would be 1 and these terms turned out to be 0 equals to 0 और यहाँ से we get A equals to 0. तो चलो फर्स्ट कांस्टेंट तो हमें 0 मिल गया. नाउ लेट अस सी व्हाट हैपेंस टू B and C. So now we are going to take t equals to 1. When I take t equals to 1, again the equation number 1 turns out to be A into e raised to 2t है तो 2 बन जाएगा. Then we get B plus C equals to 0. Now we know your A is equals to 0. That is why this equation becomes B plus C equals to 0. यहाँ से हमें कुछ नहीं मिलता है. I would just name this as equation number 2. Now let us take t equals to 2. Substitute it over here. So we get A into e raised to 4 plus 4b plus 2 c equals to 0. यहाँ पे फिर से हम लोग a की वैल्यू 0 पुट करेंगे because we have got a का वैल्यू as 0. So the resultant equation that we get is 4b plus 2c equals to 0. This is your equation number 3. Now when you simultaneously solve these two equations, what you would do is you will multiply equation number 2 with 2, so we get 2b plus 2c equals to 0. ये ऐसे ही लिखेंगे हम लोग 4b plus, so sorry, it is 2b plus 2c and this is 4b plus 2c equals to 0 and I'm going to subtract this equation. So ये cancel हो जाएगा, 2b minus 4b is minus 2b equals to 0, which implies your b is 0, and if your b is 0, then from equation number 2 your c also comes out to be equal to 0. तो यहाँ से if you see, you got your a equal to 0, you got your b and c also equal to 0. It means that all the scalars over here are simultaneously turning out to be equal to 0. Thereby we can say that since AF plus BG plus CH is equal to 0, such that A equals to B equals to C equals to 0, this implies that F, G and H belonging to the vector space V are linearly independent. So this is how you are going to solve the rest of the problem. So let us now see what the second question says. Again, here you have been given three functions. These are trigonometric functions. F of t is given as sin t, g of t is given as cos t, h of t is given as t, and you have to show that they are linearly independent. Now when such type of question comes where you just have functions and you are not given any kind of other data points, you have to take certain values for t and see कि क्या होता है उस केस में, कि हम लोग कोई रैंडम वैल्यू लेते हैं और हमें कांस्टेंट 0 आते हैं, द स्केलर्स हमें 0 आते हैं, तो यस इट इज लीनियरली इंडिपेंडेंट. तो वैसे ही अब सिमिलर लाइंस पे प्रॉब्लम नंबर 2, यहाँ पे एफ ऑफ टी जो है वो हम लोग साइन टी लेंगे, देन जी ऑफ टी वी आर गोइंग टू टेक इट एज कॉस टी एंड हियर एच ऑफ टी अपना टी है. Okay, now here if you see t here corresponds to the angle theta. Instead of theta they have taken t. तो अभी हम यहाँ पे angle के terms में t की values लेंगे. So same we are going to say कि consider a, b and c belonging to real numbers such that a into f plus b into g plus c into h is equal to 0. Now a into your function f is sin t plus b into cos t plus c into t is equal to 0. अभी यहाँ पे फिर से हम लोग वैल्यूज लेंगे t के. So let us take first t to be equal to 0. अगर हम t को 0 लेते हैं तो sin 0 is 0 but cos 0 is 1. So what we get is ultimately b equals to 0. ठीक है, so यहाँ से हम लोग को b equal to 0 मिलता है. Then we take t as pi by 2. Okay, so when I take t as pi by 2, I get the equation as sin pi by 2 plus b cos pi by 2 plus c pi by 2 equals to 0. ठीक है, अभी यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि if you see sin pi by 2 is, we all know it's 1 but cos pi by 2 is 0, तो ये वाला टर्म जाएगा and what we get is a into 1 plus c pi by 2 equals to 0, which implies a plus c pi by 2 equals to 0. इसको ऐसे ही रखते हैं. Now let us take, let t in this case now be equal to pi. अगर now pi meaning 180, so we all know that sin pi is 0 and cos pi is minus 1, so we get a into sin pi plus b into cos pi plus c into pi equals to 0. ये तो जाएगा, यहाँ पे हम लोग को मिलेगा minus b plus c pi equals to 0. अभी we know कि your b is equal to 0, तो यहाँ पे 0 आ जाएगा, so we get c pi equals to 0. विच इम्प्लाइज कि योर c इज इक्वल टू 0। और अगर c इक्वल टू 0 है, इस इक्वेशन में अगर हम सब्स्टिट्यूट कर लेंगे तो we get your a is equals to 0. So here if you see, you have got again a, b and c equal to 0, meaning all the scalars are simultaneously equal to 0 for random values of t, and hence the given functions f, g and h are linearly independent. Now let's move on to question number 3, which says that if alpha, beta and gamma are linearly independent vectors of the vector space V over the field F, okay, where F is the field of complex numbers, then you have to show कि जो अल्फा प्लस बीटा है, बीटा प्लस गामा है एंड अल्फा प्लस गामा, दीज आर लीनियरली इंडिपेंडेंट अगेन। सो यहाँ पे इफ यू सी, आपको पता है कि अल्फा बीटा गामा इंडिविजुअली लीनियरली इंडिपेंडेंट है, एंड यू हैव टू शो कि ये जो उन्होंने कॉम्बिनेशंस लिए हैं लाइक अल्फा प्लस बीटा, बीटा प्लस गामा, अल्फा प्लस गामा, ये जो है ये बेसिकली हम लोग को लीनियरली इंडिपेंडेंट शो करना है। सो वी विल फर्स्ट टेक द लीनियर कॉम्बिनेशन of these vectors and somehow we will try to use what is given to us and prove ki alpha plus beta, beta plus gamma and alpha plus gamma are also linearly independent. So how we are going to do that? Again, you're going to consider scalars a, b and c such that a into alpha plus beta plus b into beta plus gamma plus c into alpha plus gamma is equal to 0. अभी we are supposed to show कि for this particular condition a, b and c turns out to be equal to 0. सबसे पहले we will see कि कोई simplification हो सकता है and somehow we would be trying to use the condition that is given to us कि alpha, beta and gamma linearly independent है। अभी ये जो लाइन हमें दी है ये हम कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं? तो अगर somehow we will try to represent the given equation in terms of alpha individually, like alpha, beta, gamma, linear combination of just alpha, beta, gamma, not alpha plus beta, beta plus gamma, वैसा नहीं, alpha, beta, gamma। तो हम लोग ये यूज कर सकते हैं कि since alpha, beta, gamma are linearly independent, तो उनके corresponding जो भी scalars है वो equal to 0 होंगे। Let's see how we are going to use that. So first I will be opening up the bracket, so I get a alpha plus a beta plus b beta plus b gamma plus c alpha plus c gamma equals to 0. Now let us first take all the alpha वाले terms together, मतलब ये alpha वाले terms है, so I will get a plus c into alpha. Next I will be taking beta वाले terms, so I get a plus b into beta, and next gamma wale, so b plus c into gamma equals to 0. If you see, this is the linear combination for the vectors alpha, beta and gamma जिनके scalars ये हैं। Now since we know कि alpha, beta and gamma are linearly independent, can I say that the scalars which are there, a plus c equals to 0, a plus b equals to 0 and b plus c is equals to 0? Why this is true? Because we are given कि alpha, beta and gamma are linearly independent। ठीक है, अभी a plus c is 0, a plus b is 0, b plus c is 0, हम इसको यूज करेंगे and we would get the values for a, b and c. Let's see if they turned out to be equal to 0 or not. तो सबसे पहले तो हम लोग इसका देखते हैं कि क्या होता है। So here if you see a plus c equals to 0 and a plus b equals to 0, इसको I'll subtract तो ये चला जाएगा and I get c minus b equals to 0, which implies कि your c is equals to b. If your c is equals to b, इसका मतलब ये वाला जो equation है ये बन जाएगा 2b equals to 0, which implies your b is 0. And if your b is 0, फिर से if you see your c would be equal to 0. और अगर आपका c 0 है तो इस equation में put करके we get a as 0. So here if you see, these are very simple problems जहाँ पे somehow, and when I say somehow, actually using mathematical logics and rules, you have to show that a, b and c, मतलब जो scalars हम लोग ने लिए हैं उनके values technically equal to 0 आते हैं, which in this case is clearly visible. So since we get a, b and c के values equal to 0, और ये a, b and c जो है ये यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने linear combination में use किए हैं, for the functions alpha plus beta, beta plus gamma, alpha plus gamma. इसलिए we can say कि ये जो हम लोग को दिया है alpha plus beta, beta plus gamma and alpha plus gamma, they turned out to be linearly independent, क्योंकि इनके linear combination में जो हम लोग ने scalars लिए थे a, b and c, उनके values 0 आ गए. Okay, now let us solve the last problem of the day, which is you have to show जो set दिया है. If you see again, it's not a normal set, it's a set which is a subset of complex numbers over the field of real numbers. मतलब जो complex numbers में a and b के जो values है वो real numbers के set से आते हैं, लेकिन ultimately जो resultant हमें मिलता है that is a complex numbers in 2-dimensional. इसलिए हम लोग को यहाँ पे 2 tuples दिए हैं. So C2 of R meaning you're taking the field of complex numbers जहाँ पे हम लोग को 2 tuple के form में elements मिलेंगे, and when I say R it is over the field R जहाँ पे जो A and B के values है वो आ जाते हैं real numbers के field में से. So let us try solving this problem. Again this is a very simple but a different problem from what we have solved up till now. So here again you are going to show कि ये जो set है this is linearly independent over the field of real numbers. So कैसा होगा कि again we are going to take let a and b be 2 scalars such that, अभी इसको हमें linearly independent show करना है, so we are going to take the linear combination of these 2 vectors only. So we will write a into the first tuple which is 1 plus I comma 2I plus b into the next tuple which is 1 comma 1 plus I, and since this is a field over real numbers, ठीक है, तो जो यहाँ पे वेक्टर आएगा 0 वेक्टर that would be 0 comma 0. ठीक है, अभी आगे जाते हैं. फर्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू सिंप्लीफाई एंड वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट कि ए एंड बी के वैल्यूज आते क्या है. अगर वो 0 आते हैं देन तो आवर वर्क इज डन. सो आई विल मल्टीप्लाई ए प्लस ए आई कॉमा 2ai प्लस बी कॉमा बी प्लस बी आई इक्वल्स टू 0 कॉमा 0. अभी कंपोनेंट वाइज एडिशन करेंगे हम लोग. सो वी गेट ए प्लस b plus ai comma, if you see we get 2ai plus bi plus b equals to 0 comma 0. ठीक है, अभी और सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं इसको and we will get it in the form of a plus ib on both the sides. So we get a plus b, ये एक हो गया, प्लस आई ए. ठीक है, ये a प्लस आई बी के फॉर्म में हो गया जो हमारा कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का जनरल फॉर्म है. सिमिलरली आई वुड राइट b. अभी यहाँ पे यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल, इट बिकम्स 2a प्लस b i equals to, now I will write this also in terms of complex number only because I am supposed to equate both the sides. ठीक है, तो अभी कंपोनेंट वाइज हम लोग यहाँ पे कोऑर्डिनेट करेंगे और लिखेंगे कि द फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट टर्न्स आउट टू बी a प्लस b प्लस ai इक्वल्स टू 0 प्लस i 0. तो यहां से इफ यू सी आई गेट a प्लस b इक्वल्स टू 0. So I get a plus b equals to 0 and similarly I get a equals to 0. So ये तो सिंपल है कि यहाँ से अगर मुझे a plus b equals to 0 मिलता है and a equals to 0 मिलता है तो I can directly conclude कि your b is equals to 0. Similarly अगर हम इस साइड का देखें then also it comes out same only. Like if you take b plus 2a plus b into I equals to 0 plus I0. So iota meaning b turns out to be equal to 0 and we get 2a plus b equals to 0. Since b 0 है तो ultimately a भी हम लोग का 0 ही आएगा. So if you see दोनों जगह पर we are getting the same values of a and b and those same values are nothing but 0 only. So here if you see when I take the linear combination of these two vectors which are in the complex numbers set over the field R, तो हम लोग को उनके स्केलर्स के वैल्यू 0 मिलते हैं, एंड दैट इज व्हाई वी कैन से दैट द गिवन सेट इज लीनियरली इंडिपेंडेंट ओवर द फील्ड ऑफ real numbers. So in today's video we actually solve problems using the concept of linear dependence and independence, जहां पे हम लोगों ने शो किया कि whenever you have been given certain functions, how you are going to prove कि वो linearly independent है या नहीं है. The entire process is very simple. You have to take the linear combinations of the functions that are given to you, of the vectors that are given to you, and ultimately you have to show कि हर function या हर vector के corresponding में जो भी scalar आता है that comes out to be equal to 0. If you are not getting the value as 0, it means that the vectors are linearly dependent. यहाँ पे हमें show ही करना था कि ये vectors linearly independent है. Hence it was an obligation on our part to show that these scalars are equal to 0. So in today's that's all for today. If you have any doubt with respect to what has been taught in today's video, if any doubts are there with respect to the concept of vector spaces, you can post them down into the comment section and reach out to me. I will surely reply back to you. So thank you so much and see you soon in the next video.